Hi, welcome to the next session of Bioorganic and Medicinal Chemistry. This session will include mechanism of enzyme action. Enzyme catalysis differ from chemical catalysis in following ways. First, it exhibits a higher turnover number. It promotes reactions in milder conditions and it catalyzes group specific as well as stereochemically specific reactions. Now, it has been found that a number of enzymes act as group transferase. That is, group G from donor DG is transferred to acceptor A. Even hydrolytic enzymes such as phosphatases and esterases fit in this definition. If water is considered as acceptor, a general reaction is given below. For the action of hydrolytic and transfer enzymes, Koshland proposed following three mechanisms. First, single displacement. Acceptor A makes a direct nucleophilic attack on donor substrate DG. Thus, a transition state like SN2 reactions might have existed in the reaction catalysis. Second, double displacement. Enzymes make a nucleophilic attack on donor. Thus, an enzyme group bond is formed followed by liberation of D. Then acceptor displaces G from active sites and consequently GA is formed. Third one is front side displacement. According to this mechanism, displacement is at acute angle for DGA rather than 180 degree in single displacement. Transition state theory. The transition state theory advocates that enzyme catalyzes biochemical reaction through low energy transition state as compared to absence of enzyme. In this theory, an attempt is made to conduct a reaction in terms of the changes in the potential energy of the reactants as they approaches each other from infinite separation and then separate as different and distinguishable product molecules when they return to a state of zero potential energy. This theory is known as the transition state theory or the theory of absolute reaction rates because it uses fundamental physical properties such as dimensions, vibrational frequencies, masses, etc. of the reacting molecules to calculate the rates of chemical reactions. This theory can be conventionally treated in two stages. A. The formation of the rate equation using statistical mechanics to describe the equilibrium between reactants and the activated complex. B. Formulation of the rate equation in terms of thermodynamic state functions characterizing the transition state complex and the reactants. Let us discuss these two facts one by one. Statistical mechanical derivation of the rate equation. The various postulates of this theory are: first, in order for any chemical reaction to take place, it is necessary that the reactants possessing sufficient energy must approach one another to form the activated complex. These complexes will be in equilibrium with the reactants. Second, activated complex is regarded as a normal molecule in every respect except that in addition to having 3 transitional degree of freedom, it has a 4th degree of freedom along the reaction coordinate. Third, Activated complex decomposes along the fourth degree of freedom to form the products. Then the rate of reaction is given by the rate of decomposition of activated complex, which is to be calculated. Now it is assumed that the activated complex has one vibrational degree of freedom less than a normal molecule. The activation energy of a reaction in the light of transition state theory is defined as the additional energy which the reacting molecule should acquire before forming the intermediate activated complex for the reaction. This is shown in figure. This figure shows that there is a small initial fall in the potential energy of reactant, which is due to the approaching of the reactant molecules close to one another before reacting to yield the activated complex. Similarly, there is a small final rise in the energy of the product, which is due to the falling apart of the molecules after the reaction. From the figure, it is also clear that the activation energy of the back reaction may be defined as the additional energy which the product molecule should acquire before forming the activated complex. And second, the activation energy of the backward reaction is less than that of the forward reaction. The reason for this is that the products possess higher energy than the reactants. That is, the reaction has been assumed to be endothermic. If a reaction is exothermic, the reverse thing is there. That is, the products possess less energy than the reactants and the activation energy of the back reaction will be higher than that of the forward reaction. Let us consider bimolecular reaction between a molecule A and a molecule B. The mechanism for this is given as equation 1. Here, concentration of AB star is the activated complex and its concentration will now be calculated by using simple means of statistical mechanics. As earlier stated that the rate of the reaction is equal to the rate of decomposition of the activated complex. Therefore, rate of reaction is equal to frequency of crossing the energy barrier multiplied by concentration of activated complex at the top of energy barrier multiplied by probability of crossing the barrier given in equation 2. The frequency of crossing the barrier means the number of activated complex crossing the energy barrier per unit time. This is given by frequency of crossing is equal to U bar upon delta. This is given in equation 3. Here U bar is the mean velocity of the activated complex in a length delta in the reaction coordinate at the top of energy barrier. From the kinetic theory of gases, the average velocity U bar is given as equation 4. Now substituting equation 4 in equation 3, then we get equation 5. The concentration of activated complex means the number of activated complexes per unit volume lying in the length delta. Let the concentration of activated complexes is equal to C star as given in equation 6. As pointed out earlier, the activated complex is treated as a normal molecule in which one of the vibrational degree of freedom is replaced by transitional motion in the reaction coordinate. The value of this translational partition function along the length delta in reaction coordinate is given in equation 7. where h is the Planck's constant, k the Boltzmann constant, and m is the effective mass of the activated complex in the reaction coordinate. The factor 2 pi m kt root delta by h may be taken as a measure of the probability of activated complex at the top of energy barrier. Therefore, the probability of crossing the barrier is given in equation 8. Now, substituting equations 5, 6 and 8 in equation 2, then we get equation 9. Here, Kt upon h is known as the universal frequency having the dimensions of time inverse. The value Kt upon h depends only on the temperature and is independent of the nature of the reactants and the type of the reaction. If Kr is the specific reaction rate, then the rate of formation of activated complex is given by equation 10, where Ca and Cb are the concentration of A and B respectively. For steady reaction, rate of formation of activated complex is equal to rate of decomposition of activated complex. Therefore, equation 9 and 10 give equation 11. On applying the law of mass action to the first equilibrium of expression 1, we obtained equation 12, where K star is the equilibrium constant and C star is the concentration of activated complex. From equation 11 and 12, we get equation 13. From statistical mechanics, the value of equilibrium constant in terms of partition function is given by equation 14, where theta A and theta B are the partition functions of the reactants A and B. Theta star is the partition function of the activated complex, and delta E0 is the change in 0 point energy in passing from the reactants to the activated complex state, that is heat of activation. Now, on substituting the value of equilibrium constant from equation 14 in equation 13, we get equation 15. Now, equation 15 is regarded as a basis for the calculation of the specific rate of a reaction from the physical properties of the reacting substances. Next, the thermodynamical formulation of reaction rates. The equation of the theory of absolute reaction rate may be expressed in terms of thermodynamical functions instead of partition functions. This formulation of reaction rate is known as the thermodynamical formulation of reaction rate. The basis for the thermodynamical formulation of rate constant is that the equilibrium between reactants and activated complexes may be expressed in terms of partition function as well as thermodynamical function. Let us consider the general scheme. Now the equilibrium constant for the above scheme may be stated as equation 16. On comparison of equation 15 with 16, we get equation 17. Here, the equilibrium constant is related to the free energy of formation of the activated complex by the thermodynamic expression 18. Now, on solving equation 18, we get equation 19. Now, On substituting equation 19 in equation 17, we get equation 20. Equation 20 was derived by Wayne Jones and Ehring in 1935. I hope that you will like this session. Thank you. The next part of session will contains acid-base catalysis.